Hello, it's Wednesday and we're back with another video. I know it's been a while since we've made a cooking video, but hopefully I can actually, make a lot more of these going forward. It has been a bit hectic, has been a bit busy, but hey, definitely am committed to making more time to make these. So today we're making a very straightforward, very simple meal, but definitely a favorite in this house. We are making some mac and cheese. So I've got obviously my ingredients. I've got my mince, which I'm gonna use, and then my mac, lots of cheese, and personal favorite sauce, which is a creamy mushroom sauce for the pasta. And then another sauce I like to use for the mince, which is Prego sauce. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how I put all of these together and how I make this yummy, yummy, yummy mac and cheese. Okay, so as you've seen, I put a bit of, so I definitely put a sizable amount of macaroni, and then now I'm just adding water to it so it can boil. So I'm just going to put that on the stove. I just put a decent amount of water, just enough to help it boil. But before I put it on, I like to also put just a little bit of cooking oil. Okay, so just put a tiny little bit of the cooking oil. Alright, don't have to put a whole lot, just a tiny bit. Alright, so up next I am going to chop an onion. I've decided to use red onion just for its flavor and color. I just prefer it right now. But I'm gonna use red onion. If it is of any comfort to you, my eyes are literally watering right now. Alright, and that's done. Oh my goodness, my eyes are literally watering. But yeah, I've chopped the onion and the red pepper. I'm about to throw it in the pan. And what we're basically doing is just prepping for the mince, because this is what I'm going to use to make the mince. Okay, so while we wait for that, over here I'm going to prepare for my sauce that I'm going to add into the mince. So it's just a couple of things like tomatoes. I'm going to use a little bit of white onion for flavor. Then remember, as I said, the Prego sauce. I'm going to add that into. And oh, I forgot to take out the steakhouse sauce as well. That's a nice flavor as well in there. And then and I'm going to blend them. Okay, so before we head over to the sauce, I just wanted you guys to see how the onion and red pepper is coming along. So we literally just saute that. Stir it, and stir it. Leave it just to do its thing. And then remember, we said we're going to do our sauce, but even before our sauce I would like to add in our mince. Mince is ready to go in, so we just do that. Some more mince basically, and there we go. So before I start putting seasoning and stuff, just let it come together with the pepper and the green pepper and onion. as you can see, it's already starting to share the color with. This is honestly one of the most straightforward foods to make. It's a lovely go-to, particularly for people, I'd say if you're a beginner in cooking. A lot of people have started learning cooking with just making a simple pasta meal. So definitely an easy go-to, and also a nice go-to as well for when you don't have a lot of time to cook and you have to make something. As you can see, they've sort of come together nicely, but now I'm going to add my seasoning. Currently my favorite seasoning has to be this Nyama Choma spice. Oh my god, she is divine. Really adds a lovely flavor. So I just add a hint, but she also adds like a nice color as well to things. But you can literally use this for anything, and I mean anything, or ready-made foods as well, or like things like your fries, chips, anything like that. I will add some spicy shotgun seasoning as well. Not too much because we don't want it over seasoned, and trust me, when you over season mince, it can become quite bitter, so you don't want that, because mince really absorbs all the spices and flavors that you put in. Oh, and I'm also just putting peri peri for a little bit of that kick, you know, just a little bit of a kick, and there we go. All right, so we leave that for a tiny little bit. We're doing the sauce now. So I've got my blender. So I'm kind of using this one and not the juicer. Although you can use a juicer, but I prefer this one because it just allows the sauce to be, I don't know, not too watery, although that is also an okay consistency. But I'll show you why. I just prefer this consistency that this one gives me. We're chopping the white onion. Don't have to be like super tiny, but yeah, just big enough. Oopsie, I already rinsed them, so don't mind. I'm just thinking now. And then once we've got, so remember, tomatoes, onion in there. And now time for my sauce. So I'm putting a little bit of Prego sauce. Ooh, okay, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, as you can see, a little bit, and a little bit of steakhouse sauce. I also like to add a little bit of sugar, but look, this is not a must do, okay? And that's it. So we're gonna let that blend, and that's our sauce basically. And that's it. Look how lovely our sauce is looking. Oh my goodness. Don't know if you guys can see that. Ooh, that's gonna be our sauce for our pasta. Okay, speaking of which, let's check on our pasta. So the pasta is coming along nicely. Okay, like you see, I'm just stirring it so it doesn't stick together. Okay, there we go. Okay, this kind of needs to sit just a little bit longer, so it's not quite cooked yet. You'll see it gets bigger and bigger as you leave it, so, and softer as well. So you actually want it to get to kind of a bigger and softer consistency. And then right next door is our mince. Okay, she's also coming along very nicely, isn't she? You obviously want your mince to start turning brown, but just because it's brown doesn't mean it's cooked, so you need to let it cook a little bit longer. But once it's turned like brown, it is safe for us to start putting our sauce. Also, I'd like to add, I need to put this in a proper spice thing or something, but I'm gonna add this Nyama Choma sashebo. It's like a shebo spice. Oh my gosh, it adds nice flavor, but also makes like your shebo like thick stuff. So I'm just adding it there as well. Time to add our sauce. Beautiful. See that? We're adding our sauce. And just mix it in, mix it in. This is gonna look amazing as it comes together. And yeah, and now we can put our lid, let it cook nicely. Just checking in on my pasta. That's looking nice. So you see it's getting a lot thicker, cooking a lot nicer. It's just looking a lot nicer. Okay, and then next door. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that is. Yummy. Okay, let's let that cook a bit. I am inclined to put the stove a lot lower so it can cook nicely. You obviously don't want it to burn. I'll just stir. Oh, look at how that is looking. Definitely ready, almost ready. Okay, so I have tossed that to the side, and I have now started boiling a bit of water. Just let it, yeah, just put it to the side a little bit, and then I started boiling some water. So as you can see behind me in the kettle, water's boiling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually like mix this with the boiling water and then put it in there. The reason why I don't like to pour it directly is because it will have those little blobs. It does actually say put it with boiling water. I've always just thought that like, yeah, boiling water makes sense anyway. But yeah, you put it with boiling water, and then I'm gonna mix it, and then yeah, it's just mix, stir it, and then pour it into the pasta. And then basically that's our pasta, it's ready. And then, oh, I mustn't forget, I need to grate the cheese as well. I'm gonna do that in a second. I don't know, but those who've watched this before, watched my videos of cooking before, I like using the ice cream bucket to grate my cheese in. So I've got the cheese ready to be grated, and then yeah, we're gonna start putting things together because the mince is also looking really nice. Oh, okay, so that is done. I'll just switch that off, and then next door is our friend. I put her back on the stove so that the white sauce can, you know, come in nicely and thicken a little bit, and that is looking rather beautiful. So it doesn't have to be super thick, like, I don't know if you see it, but it's gooey, right? It doesn't have to be super thick, but thick enough, because remember, oh, we're gonna put, oh, sherbet, that was starting to burn. Girlfriend, you see, talking too much. Don't cook and talk too much, okay? Thank you very much. Okay, so that's done, perfect. And then this is also done. All right, so now I'm gonna start putting things together. So like I said, I was grating my cheese. Here it is, I'm not even done actually. Please grate a generous amount of cheese. Because mac and cheese is not mac and cheese without a lot of cheese, okay? So I've got in my glass dish. Okay, let me just wipe it. Okay, got in my glass dish. First thing we're putting in is our pasta. Okay, just pour that in there. Okay. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. So that's basically how it's looking, okay? And then I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese. Okay, there we go. Super cheesy, super cheesy. A little bit more. Yeah, that's gonna come together nicely. Now, time to put in the mix. Okay, I'm gonna spread that out. Try to cover all sides, well, as much as you can, but it's honestly not the end of the world if you don't. And then now, my favorite part is the cheese. That's my favorite part. Spread it out. Ooh, while I'm doing that, let me just preset my oven. Alright, so I've just finished tidying up. I've put that in the oven. Now I'm just going to let it come together. So once it cooks, they come together. And then, yeah, I'll show you guys when it's done. I'm about to take it out of the oven now. I'm so excited, and obviously everybody's hungry and they can't wait to eat. So now it is the moment of truth. Let's see how it turned out. Okay, I need a knife. That's what I need. Okay. Go. Now it's time to plate up. And there we go. All plated up and ready to be eaten. How lovely does that look? So I know it's a little bit everywhere, right? But that's only because it's still warm, it's still fresh out of the oven. So it hasn't sort of molded and formed like, you know. So it's usually like that, like way later if you let it, you know, sit for a while, or if you put it in the fridge, or the next day basically, then it will come into those more refined blocks. But hey, it is yummy, ready to be eaten basically. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I really enjoyed making this, won't lie, and I cannot wait to eat, just like everybody's staring at me and waiting to eat as well. Until next time, bye bye.